and welcome, beloveds, to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. Thanks to every single person that supports us on Patreon. We do share way more information there than we do here. And for absolutely everyone that donates to us through PayPal, we do give you there's a gift in the mail for those of you who have supported us. One of the questions I still get a lot of, I feel like I've done this before, like I had a deja vu feeling, is who are the chosen ones? Why are the chosen ones here? How did they choose themselves? How did they get chosen? Am I a chosen one? And I think I've done a show on how do I know I'm a chosen one? I think so. I'll definitely put the link down below. But basically, why are the chosen ones here? What is their purpose? Beloveds, there is a level where you chose yourself. You volunteered yourself. Many are called, but few are chosen. So all of us volunteered ourselves because Mama Earth was going through a transformation, as happens I think it's a couple hundred years, though they're making it sound like every 36,000 years, where there's a shift in the poles, but there's a shift in atmospheric energy and Mama Earth goes through like a personal cleansing on all her bodies, because she's a spiritual being as much as she is this physical reality that we're walking on and full joying. And so in this time, we were passing through one of the darkest seasons, maybe a season of slumber for many, like a winter season where many plants, died away, lost their leaves, etc., etc. You can think of that spiritually and symbolically. And so a lot of things were allowed to happen in that low level season. But now different vibes are hitting Mama Earth, and she's like, she's reviving. She's waking up from that deep slumber, from that coma. And she is rising, going higher and higher and higher. And one of the things that is majorly holding her back is the group consciousness of humanity. Because we were given that power as contributors to the reality that would be in this, It's like Mama Earth volunteered her house and we organized the party. We organized who would stay here, how people would act, etc., etc. What kind of reality we'd have. But we forgot our role in helping to, we're always continuously supposed to be helping to build Mama Africa. And now we help to take her back. And so it's almost like a call was put out. Many are called, but few are chosen. And many said, and saw this great transformation because we are the greatest liability right now, humanity and the group consciousness. Because as I say, we come from the spiritual. And like our group thought, which has been hijacked, is what is helping to create this reality right now. And so enough high-level beings have to come to almost hijack that group consciousness back so that we can guide it in a different way. And raise that group consciousness up so that this, the lower vibe just doesn't exist anymore. It just literally disappears. And that was what would happen if we all raised our vibes up. Overnight, the world would change. And we may actually witness something like that in our lifetime. So the chosen ones had different skills. Many were ancestors, and I've done a show on who are the ancestors. They'd been here before. Many acquired Christ status, Messiah status, master status. And they wanted to come back and contribute their mastery, because just by their vibration being here, it quickens everyone. So imagine having like 1,000 or 100,000 messiahs walking on Mama Earth right now, sent forth from the water nations, the fire kingdoms, the earth nations, the ether nations that is still so mystical and we totally don't understand, although now we've entered their gate in terms of the age of Aquarius. And so the chosen ones came and they said, I've got this skill, I can help here. I've got that skill. And so, it's literally like humanity that was just coming to fulfill their karmic obligations. They literally stood aside and allowed the chosen ones to come in at such a time as this. And there were watchers. There's always been watchers who were waiting for this particular time. Because you see, before it was like humanity's group consciousness was being held hostage and there was not much that could be done about it. So we had to sit and wait, knowing how diabolical the plan of the enemy was. We had to sit and wait for them to bring all of us online, which was for their nefarious, wicked reason, so that they could control us all through surveillance and through like trauma thoughts and hacking our thoughts, hacking our phones, etc., and literally controlling us. And controlling our group, where our group thought is, what information we have. So they had to wait behind the scenes as all of that happened. Then they had to sneak into this life like a thief in the night, all over the world, beloveds, wearing all kinds of costumes, so that now the entire world is on one consciousness. It also makes it easier for the chosen ones to hack that consciousness and reset it, as much as Babylon is trying to reset it themselves. So the chosen ones answered the call to come and get back, humanity's mind. And that's the war right now, beloveds. The war is not physical with bombs, etc., etc. The war is absolutely mental and in who controls you. And there's a push and pull right now between those that are controlled by the beast and the beast system and and the beast ideology, and those who are awakening to a totally different narrative. There's like this massive separation that's happening. And so the chosen ones, as I said, some are ancestors, meaning they've been here before, so they know how to break out of the system. They know how to master this system. They know how to elevate in this system. They're the rebels of the system, the jailbreakers, let's say that. And then there are those ancient ones who have the codes within them of how the world was before this, the paradise we kind of lived in, the heaven on earth that we lived in. And they're here to just restore those codes, restore that bloodline, so that we can go back into our own cycle and more of our ancient ones and true ancestors can come through. And then there's those who have never experienced the earthly experience, but they're from the four nations and they have some skill or some new technology, because we're entering a new world. Babylon just copy pastes everything. And so we are entering this new world, beloveds. And so as we enter this world, there are new realities, new things that will be added to this experience that even the ancient ones had not experienced. And because of that, there are chosen ones who are here to see the new, and they've never seen what Babylon looks like. They've never had this experience. And so Babylon has tripped up many chosen ones because they've been looking for us. They've been looking for that candle in the darkness that will tell them, hey, they're here. There's one of them. There's one of them. And they've tried to take out so many. But one thing they don't know about chosen ones is chosen ones can't be destroyed. They can only destroy themselves. Tuko pamoja.